What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't checked out round one, it's at the link in the description. Go check that one out before you watch this. This is second round at the MetCenter. I had a pretty good first throw. There really wasn't any wind out here yet. It definitely gets bad later. I gave this one a bid. First putt of the day, I really wanted to bang that in, but it wasn't happening. That's a good par. A lot of people go out of bounds on this hole. Actually, two of my card mates did. Hole two. This is actually one of my best drives of the day. I pipe it right down, a lot of power, good follow through, and look at this. Fine skip, and then it just hops up and rolls all the way down. Like what are the odds? So I'm OB. This is my third throw, sadly. Oh man, this is such an easy hole to get birdie on, and I couldn't do it because I went out of bounds. I was kind of mad about it. This next one, that run up, I was on like a downhill slope, so it's really hard to get a good clean run up on that, especially when you're like trying to walk on a slant and uphill. So I only got to circle two, barely. Oh yeah, that was clean. Not really any wind out there. It was, oh man, that felt so good after yesterday. Whew. Hole three. Well, actually, we started on hole 10, so this is hole 12. Good clean shot right out the gap. This one's weird. All the OB is the tall grass. So that first shot, you just got to get out to this open area. And the second shot, I just didn't get enough oomph on it. I should have done a run up, but I didn't. I regret it. It was barely out. It was like not even 3 feet out. It was really close. So I took a provisional and I threw another upshot with my zone. And this one was smack perfect. It hit the rock and everything. It was beautiful. That one felt really good. And perfect. Saving bogey. Should have been a birdie, but it's all right. So the weird thing about this hole is I don't really have this in my wheelhouse. I'm still working out the straight putters and the straight mids. So I had to try a flex a zone down there. It didn't really work, but I stayed in the middle. Kind of my game plan was the miss was to stay in the middle. So then I just flicked a ringer up there and cashed that in for par. It's an easy birdie if you have it in there, but I just don't, so I was trying to play to my own strengths. This hole, I love the shape of it, but it got super lucky. I had to go around those trees and I didn't hit anything. It was, yeah. This next shot, I either had to go down the middle, which I did, or you could go all the way up top, which I don't have the power for. Look at that skip. Oh man, that felt good. It was nice to watch. See if I can get this in for birdie here. Nope. You're going to see a lot of that. I think what happened, I'm not too sure. I think what happened was I was still trying to adjust for that 40-mile-per-hour wind, and I didn't need to. And it just, nothing. This was a good shot. I wish I would have had the disc land a little closer to the water, but being over close to that hillside is not bad either. You still have an open shot. And this was me again, this next shot, just trying to adjust for wind when there isn't any. So I just let you guys watch it. Way too straight. I should have hyzered this into the air and let it crash into that hill, but instead I just threw it straight. That was my Raptor, and it just went OB. So now I got this to save my par. Nope, sailed it. This is when the wind picked up out of nowhere. You can see the trees in the back shaking. I was so confused. I'm sitting here like, should I adjust for the wind or what? And then missed the comebacker. I'm very irritated at that. This one, you watch the wind. Takes it all the way right. That's a nuke. That's a stable nuke. And then it just floats it and stalls it down. Disgusting. I hated it. Upshot was okay. It skipped a lot more than I thought it would for a zone, but easy putt for the back. Whew. This hole. I love this hole. Again, wind. The roller almost worked though. I hit that tree. And it just rolls down to the left. So this next shot, you're going to see the same trend as you saw in the first round. I'll let y'all watch it. You can see me trying to make up my mind if I even want to do this shot. Didn't even commit, right into the ground, cut roll OB. Oof. Oh man, that was tough to watch then, that's tough to watch now. Disgusting. So when I threw this, I just wanted to, all the tall grass is OB there. I just wanted to go over it and land soft next to the basket so I didn't have this type of putt. Not even close. Yeah, I'm irritated about that. But anyway, on that upshot with that Raptor, it just, that little bit of hyzer that it was on, the wind just picked it up and took it. That's going to be, there's one other hole where, oh man, it was bad. So this is another one where that's a stable nuke, and it flips it, stalls it, picks it up, and throws it left. I knew I was out of bounds, but this is my provisional from the drop zone. It's just the next tee up. Good shot with my Raptor. That one still carried far. I was out of bounds like I knew, but I had to throw that provisional just to make sure. So what's funny about this upshot is all my card mates, they laid up to this spot that I was at, and when they all threw over, because it's a double island, so you have to land there in that fairway, and then you have to throw over the OB to land in this circle 2 area. I was the only one who made it over without going out of bounds, so that was happy. That was not happy. Oh, I hit like almost the first tree available and landed at the short tee. Disgusting. And yeah. I don't need to explain. Y'all can see that was bad. This is me rushing. I'm irritated. Tournaments, there's only been a few times, and this was one of the few times, actually this entire weekend was one of the few times that I just got in my head. And I hate doing that because whenever I play with people some people that I play with, they learn from me, and even though I haven't been playing that long, there's still like a lot that I can do that other people can't. And the number one thing that I say is don't get in your head, because once a hole is over, just move on. And I didn't take my own advice. It shows in the videos, but this was a good hole. This is easy par, nice little upshot. That pond in the background, my fiance, the one who's filming, she saw the biggest caterpillar she's ever seen in her entire life, and I poked it, and it was huge. Next hole, this was the hole I was talking about. Just picked up my Raptor and carried it OB. It was, oh man. And then I couldn't make the comebacker. This is honestly sad to watch. All my shots are suspect, throwing it into the ground. Even this one, it turned out fine, but I threw it into the ground. It just got a little bit of a skip after. So this one, you have to throw on the left side of the creek because there's a Mando to go on the left. And then where I just threw my disc, once it goes through that gap, you need to go back over the creek, as you can see right here, and bang! Best shot of the day. Whew! Man, I really wish I would have had more emphasis on that. That was such a good shot. I was the only 3 of the day on that hole. So now, after that good tee shot, I'm trying to get another 3. And this one almost was able to get to the basket. I just nicked one of the trees on the right side right when it was hyzering back in. And I wanted this one because this one was very 3-able. I'll take a 4 though, considering how bad my day has been. This was the hardest hole on the course. This one right here. They wanted everybody to play the short tee because a long tee was just too hard for anybody, which, I mean, okay. I think it was more for backup reasons, but some people told me it was just way too hard, and it was still the hardest hole on the course. I was trying to throw that in again. I was in my head in a good way at this point, and I was trying to throw it in. And then, nope. Listen, I tried to adjust for the wind and it wasn't happening. I threw it low because I had a straight headwind in my face and it stayed low. Didn't make sense, but it happened. Nose up, OB. Don't want to talk about it. I got to advance 10 feet. Incredible. That was a weird form and run up because I just wanted to get some oomph and get it over. Oh man, bad upshot with my Onyx. I just didn't aim in the right place. There's not even an excuse for that. I just didn't, and it just kept rolling. So this upshot right here, I wanted my zone to hit the bottom of that hillside and skip up, but the wind just dropped it and there was no skip. Really weird for this type of course, but whatever. Great putt from 30 feet. I just threw my zone back. Oh, I was so mad. This was my best hole on the course right here. Great little turnover. I don't throw too many turnovers because I don't feel as confident with them yet, but that was really good. Then, as you see that plane taking off, I'm throwing literally right at it. And hopefully I'm waiting for that wind to pick it up. She lost it. It actually went to the right. And I'm behind the only tree on the green. Great putt for birdie. I was really happy about this hole. So in my head, I'm like, oh, here we are, last hole. I'm going to get a birdie on this one too. Still not a good round, but I can salvage my day. Maybe go home in a better mood? Nope. That's a force. And the wind just flattened it and made it go straight. Never in my life have I seen that force fly straight. So the drop zone, it's an island hole, so you have to make that island up there. So I didn't. So I threw from that drop zone, which was the short tee pad, and then I still barely made the island and missed that putt. Well, guys, I end on another good putt, and I got one more video coming for round 3. See you next time.